Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Pod 999 podcast, where these spirits are dying to tell their tales. It's time to meet your ghoulish co-hosts, Dave Adams and Dave Maddron, as they'll be your guides through shadowy stories, chilling curiosities, mysterious mischief centered around all things Disney and more. And do remember, there's always room for more. So settle in, light your lantern, and beware. Some of what you hear may follow you home.
Ah, there you are.
And look, here we are. We kept our promise to do another episode in back-to-back weeks. This is going to be 3 weeks in a row,
Bro.
to hear Pod 999, Dave.
Hard to believe.
I know. We're
Hard to
doing
believe.
something. We're doing something right, sir.
Well, there's just so much happening in our space. Like between your trip, my trip, and just things happening in between that. And there's still more to come.
So much more.
Yeah.
God, okay.
So, hey, let's get to it. I know you've got something you want
I
to
do.
touch on briefly.
We've got to do our intro, though, first. We've got to do
Let's do it.
Dave Adams, Golden Voice of the South, in Madison, Alabama, in the top of the state of Alabama, in the Pod 999 podcast studios. And you are Dave Maddron from
I am
Texas.
from Texas, North Texas, just
Texas-
outside of downtown Dallas.
Texas gets like, I don't feel like I need to give a huge intro for Texas because y'all think everything touches Texas.
Let me tell you.
So
does the world.
let me give you
If you've been following social media with this whole World Cup stuff,
oh, I know.
people like countries are enamored by the beef ribs in the state of Texas. People are enamored by the attraction that is Buc-ee's that originated in the state of Texas, and all of that money spent around the United States at Buc-ee's. You know where that goes?
Texas.
Into the pockets of a very, very wealthy Aggie who just so happens to have his own school of business on the most beautiful, the most enchanting, the heaven on earth, College Station, Texas, one Texas A&M University.
You're saying it's heaven on earth?
It is heaven on earth.
No,
Just
sir.
2.5 hours north of me. Oh, sorry, south.
No, sir. No, sir.
Heaven on earth.
This is heaven on
It
earth.
is the promised land, sir.
This is heaven on earth. Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Beaver nuggets originated from a guy who spent an amazing time in College Station, Texas.
Well, then you just ruined Buc-ee's for me. But anyway,
Anyways, we're not here to talk Buc-ee's and the promised land and all that kind of stuff.
there's only one. There's a few good things in Texas, but the other good thing in Texas, there's two that I know of. Paris, Texas, is the home of Alabama's own Gene Stallings. Gene Stallings
go.
doesn't have a statue
He does not.
at College Station. He does in Tuscaloosa.
As he should.
The other good thing about the state of Texas is Junction.
The Junction Boys.
The
Paul
Junction
Bear Bryant.
Boys.
That's the OG, man.
And I know he was a Texas A&M guy when he did Junction, but he learned that from his days at the University of Alabama. So, back to Disney. Michaela is yelling at us right now. This isn't a sports podcast.
We've not talked wrestling yet. It's
We
the
haven't.
biggest weekend in wrestling in a while.
It is, but
You've got WWE, you've got
great.
NXT,
Yep.
you've got TNT, not TNT, TNA,
Yep.
and you've got AEW, all with pay-per-views.
I'm
What we
excited.
would call pay-per-views this weekend.
I am excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great one, and you might have the return of the Italian mouth to NXT.
We'll see.
Cuppa haters. Anyway, all right. So we got to get into Disney.
Oh gosh, but that would freaking!
I can't wait.
I would pop so hard.
I would too. All right, back to Disney. There's only one big Disney news, and it came out today. It is 6/26.
Yeah.
It is Stitch Day.
Stitch Day.
It is a very big day in my family. My daughter loves Stitch. But we got news that we are getting on the big screen again.
Yeah.
A new Stitch short at the beginning of the new Hexed movie in November. I can't wait.
Yeah, folks have been asking for more Stitch.
More Stitch animated.
Yeah. I don't understand the fandom, but that's okay. I don't have to. Stitch isn't my thing. It is so awesome that it's your thing.
Yep.
But I know Stitch is good for Disney. Disney's good for us, Dave.
Disney is great for us. Let me try to give you a little bit of a nutshell why Stitch is so important to a lot of people.
Okay.
ADHD, neurodivergence, is a big hot button topic in this country lately.
Yeah.
What is Stitch? Stitch is a misunderstood person who, if you don't know him, you would think he's a bad person or a bad entity.
Right.
But at his core, at his heart, he is good. An ADHD person you think is lazy, can't control himself, they're bad. They're just not good people. But at the core of your normal ADHD neurodivergent person, they are good. So that to me is why Stitch has grown so much in this world that we live in to this day, and why he's such a big deal in my family. So that's Stitch in a nutshell to me.
Hey, I'm here for it, man.
Yep. All right, really quick.
Yeah.
We are here for a short episode to talk Dave's Universal Kids time, I guess, in Texas, Frisco, Texas.
Yeah.
You were invited out.
I was. Got an exclusive invite by our friends at Universal Studios.
They didn't hate us too much after I went off on them for Epic.
No, as bad as the Epic talk was, and I guess in some circles probably still is to an extent, maybe it's because of how close it is to me. I don't recall the volume being turned up as loud as it has been on Universal Kids Resort.
I like it because it's a soiree into a different location for your big two, Disney or Universal.
Right.
I wish Disney would do something like that because California is hard for me to get to.
Yeah.
Florida is hard for people from the left coast to get to.
Yeah.
Why not put something in St. Louis like they originally wanted to do, like Walt originally wanted to do? Why not put something in the middle of the country? I think Universal is very forward thinking in doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. They have kind of redeveloped a strategy, if you will, in bringing their experiences to more people regionally while still having the two mammoths, between Orlando and Hollywood.
Right.
And plus what they're doing around the world. I mean, the expansion around the world could rival what Disney's doing around the world currently.
Oh yeah, big time.
So, the fact that they have got this new initiative to bring the Universal experience to some way, shape, or form to a more regional crowd a more regionally focused area. It's a risky move.
I think it's risky, but it's to me, I'm going to say lower risk with a high reward.
That potential certainly there with what they have built here in North Texas.
Right. So Dave, let's get into it. Go ahead and talk about the resort first, and then we'll go to the park.
Yeah. So I just kind of give our listeners and viewers a little history. Last week, I was invited along with some of some content creators, some of the more popular Disney and Universal YouTubers, bloggers, podcasters, however you want to rate those folks. We were invited out to basically about a 2-night, 3-day experience at Universal Kids Resort in Frisco, Texas. And I was given the opportunity to bring my wife and 3 of my 4 living kids. And those kids are 16, 13, and 10. 13-year-old will be 14 latter part of August. 10-year-old will be 11 on Thanksgiving or thereabouts. The 16-year-old is just a few months away from being 17. So
oh boy.
I say that because I want to shape the conversation a little bit. Universal, this new build with the hotel, with the theme park, was not built for my aged kids at all. Like, that was not the intent that they had in mind.
Right.
So I just kind of want to bring that point to the conversation, that we were not the target audience. But the hotel, so touch on that a little bit. It does have a full service dining, much more like your resort style dining. It's not table service per se. Now, they will bring the food out to you, but it's not true like table wait service kind of deal. Very much menu wise, very much what you would see at a Universal resort, what you would see at a Disney resort, just in terms of like burgers, chicken strips, nuggets, salads, pizzas, those kind of things. Your typical, what I would consider your typical resort style food. They did have a small full service bar right outside the restaurant as well. There was no true shopping experience within the hotel like you do
at all.
Not for the trendy things that you would typically go shopping for. They did have a little area set up where you could get like swim diapers. You could go down and grab a Coke. You could get some flip-flops. You could get some sunscreen, Tylenol, some of those general things, a towel, but nothing that just screamed like, I want to go and buy all my souvenirs here.
Right.
It was more of like a little commissary than it was anything else. The check-in area, decent size for the size of the hotel. Hotel sleeps or has 299 rooms. Most all start at like a family suite kind of setup with a queen bed and then a full-size bottom bunk and twin-size top bunk bed. There's also a sofa in the room. It does not fold out into a sleeper sofa, but I guess you do have that as an option if you've got a kid or somebody who wants to go sleep on the couch.
So would you so the way you're describing it, it sounds more like a Great Wolf Lodge style
similar, yeah,
hotel.
I would probably put it more like that for sure.
Not your Cabana Bay,
right,
dockside type hotel. It's
for sure. Okay. Smaller swimming pool again with 299 rooms. It's not gigantic in size. Now it is gigantic in eye appeal, like colorful, like just bright colors. You've got IP on the hotel walls, facing the tollway, and facing some of the other residential and commercial streets. But yeah, definitely bright colors, which is really what kind of sets this park apart
Right.
from the existing parks in Orlando and Hollywood. To me, it's all about the color. Very appealing for the age group that they're reaching out for. So beds were decent. Pillows, like I give the pillows a 10. I need a firm pillow. I need a firm pillow.
Yeah.
Most hotel pillows are like just feathery waste of fabric, you know, and a waste of a chicken and a duck or wherever they're getting the feathers from, you know. But I was like, man, I love this pillow, to the point to where Missy's like, okay, we got to find the brand of this pillow. And Google, like, how do we get these into the Maddron household? So I would give the pillows like an absolute 10 out of 10 for sure, for what I like.
Right.
But room overall, I probably would, if I were to give it a star, you know, so many stars out of 10. We had 2 different rooms. First room was theme park view, which I thought was really, really cool. Families will love that. Kids will love that, to be able to look out and, you know, see various things. That theme park room, which is kind of their room size, is their standard size. They give it like an 8.3.
Okay.
You know, something like that. So very, very good. You know, standard bathroom that had a bathtub and a shower, which I think parents would definitely like. The toilet set lower, which was, you know, appealed more to younger kids. They're not having to, you know, tiptoe to get up to the toilet or, you know, whatever. So everything was really brought down to their level.
Right.
Which, you know, again, keeping in mind who this was built for and in mind, makes all the sense in the world. So if I can, I would like to transition to the parks.
Yep.
And the experience there that we had, and they've still got 5 working days before the official opening of July 1st. There's still a little bit of work they have been doing, might be getting pretty close to being wrapped up now, but there's 7 lands. Each land, yeah, which is impressive. 7 lands, each land featured or had some kind of character or some kind of IP that they were featuring. So you had Shrek Swamp. So, you know, obviously you got Shrek and Fiona as kind of the stars there in that space overall. They had a Shrek Fiona meet and greet, which is really cool. And then they had one Shrek and Fiona themed ride, which I wasn't a fan of.
Yeah.
There was no thrill level to it, but I think the appeal there is just they're telling a story of how Shrek and Fiona came together.
So it's basically Shrek 1.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it, you know, basically you're driving a car, you know, going around the track, and, you know, there's these storyboards telling a story. And then, so you got the Shrek and Fiona meet and greet. There's shopping there that you can do. There's quick service there that you can do within Shrek Swamp. Right outside of Shrek Swamp is Puss in Boots Del Mar. Loved Puss in Boots Del Mar. They have a swing ride there that my kids absolutely like. Dad, this is it.
Oh, wow.
In terms of thrill, that was probably the most thrilling of all the attractions. I refused to get on it. Naturally.
Shocker.
Even Missy said, Dave, that's going to be too much for you. And I'm like, golly, what a shot to the pride, you know? But I get it. So I just watched and I filmed content. I'm like, I'm like, I know me, and I don't. I don't want to be that guy who ends up in the New York Post because he's freaking barfing at a resort.
A kid's ride.
Because that would be me. Like,
yes, it would.
It is one thing to sit there and, like dig my feet in on what I think about other attractions, but I can't do that here. I cannot be the face. I puke everywhere, so I'm like, no, I'm just going to watch it. It looked incredible. Like, I really, honestly was blown away by what that attraction brought, just in terms of thrill and energy and fun. Next to it is a Puss in Boots puppet show, interactive puppet show with both human actors and puppets. It's about a 15-minute show. Did an incredible job. You see the puppeteers like they're live, kind of there with the puppets, doing all the things that puppeteers do. The two puppeteers were absolutely incredible. I thought they did just a great job. The story was fun. Just so you had like two human actors, and then you had the two puppeteers plus like some back cast, doing like some signage and some props and that kind of thing. But that was really, really fun. They do have a sit down restaurant in that area, serves Mexican food. That food was great. Great place to cool off. AC was blasting, which was nice. And then they have a really nice merch area.
Yeah. Hey, Europe, AC, learn it.
Yeah, doesn't exist in Paris right now.
Right?
God. All right, so let me transition from there. We go talk about Minions versus Millions. Minions versus Minions, the Bello Bay Club. A definite highlight of the park. Probably, matter of fact, as I was talking to some of the staff there, they said that the main attraction in that space, which is the Bello Bay Cruise, was the reason for the extended delay in opening. So this cruise ride, think of it like the Kali River Rapid Ride.
Oh, wow.
Bring it back down. That sounded very energetic.
Okay.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. You get like everybody's getting soaked. Everybody's getting wet. Much smaller raft. I think it'll seat about 6, maybe 8 people. Much smaller. Not as girthy as what you have at Kali River Rapids. But like you're getting soaked just on it. And then they have 4 to 6 different water blasters that people like from up top can like douse you with.
Right.
So, like, if you're not getting wet from just the attraction itself, like you've got people like, you can have a 5-year-old kid with the little water gun there, like just dousing you. And so like, to me, that's fun. It's fun for that kid, but it's also fun for those people on the raft. So that attraction will likely see the longest wait times
because it's Minions too.
It's Minions themed wonderfully. I think aesthetically they still have some work there that they need to do. It was a little bland just in terms of colors, as opposed to what the original artwork was. So I think there might be some more coming there by the time they open next week. But that was definitely that is the attraction for the park, right? Many will be talking about like, Bello Bay Cruise was just so fun. They have Minions meet and greets there. They got Minions statues, like photo op, splash pad in that area. So, really, really cool stuff there. Minions restaurant.
All yellow and blue, I'm sure, theming.
Yeah. A lot of that kind of stuff. Just for the sake of time, I'll just kind of go through the other lands. So you have Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. SpongeBob.
So, yeah, lots of SpongeBob presence there. I think 3 like 3 or 4 rides that were all really kind of centered towards younger kids. You had meet and greets there. You had you had indoor dining there.
Right.
The meet and greets consisted of SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, and
Mr. Crab,
no,
clarinet player. Oh shoot, Squidward.
yeah, Squidward. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's your people right there.
Yeah, a clarinet player. Come
I
on.
know. Oh, cool. So that was really cool. Probably the funnest land overall.
Yeah.
And those meet and greets were absolutely incredible. You had Jurassic World Adventure Camp, which was really cool. And outside of that, you had a sensory garden. Dave, I've never seen anything like this.
Really?
Never have seen anything like this, as intentional as the team at Universal was for those on the spectrum.
Yeah.
The autism spectrum.
That's cool.
That sensory garden was so stinking neat. And it was just, that garden was right outside the Jurassic World Adventure Camp area. You had a crustacean coaster, which I think, people were calling it the mini Velocicoaster. I'm like, okay. I mean, like, if you've got to give it a fun name, go ahead. Nothing like that, but great coaster. Rode it, had a lot of fun on it. It gets up there in speed a little bit for, again, the intended audience. I thought that was, just in terms of thrill, I'd put it at about a 7.
The fact that you wrote it tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah, speaks heavily of it.
Right.
I rode that, not the swings.
I will withhold judgment on that.
You don't have to. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
They had a really cool play area, kind of a ropes course kind of thing. Like you can climb up through some things, had some netting around. That was really cool. A kind of a interactive meet and greet with a puppet, kind of a dinosaur puppet kind of a thing, which I thought was really cool. Will be a big hit, especially for kids who just love dinosaurs. The dining there was really good. Had more indoor dining. And I will tell you that indoor dining was and will be used for AC.
Okay.
Because it gets so hot here.
Right. Oh, I know. Yeah.
So, the food was good. Everything was good there. Trolls Fest, that place is going to be a whole lot of fun. They had an experience similar-ish, if you will, to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique,
right?
In which you can get your face painted like a troll. And so Autumn got to do that. She just did kind of a real small feature around her eyes. That'll be a lot of fun for kids who they want to look like Poppy and Branch and all of that kind of stuff. Meet and greets there were great. They have a stage show, a covered area. Stage show. It was the biggest stage show there at Universal Kids Resort.
Yeah.
And then they also have an indoor dance party kind of set up, a big shopping area full of troll stuff, disco balls everywhere. So much fun. People are going to have so much fun in that shopping space. And then finally, kind of in the entrance of the park is called the Island of Curiosity, and they have Gabby's Playhouse kind of set up in that front entrance area as you're going into the park. Gabby has a big meet and greet there. She was high energy. I was unfamiliar with Gabby and her Playhouse prior to my exposure there.
Yeah,
but she was probably the most high energy of all the costumed characters.
She's costumed.
Yes.
See, yes. I figured they'd get an actual girl to play her.
Yeah, no, she was that character meet and greet was costumed, and Gabby was freaking getting after it. I was like, hey, whoever's doing that, good on you.
Yeah.
it was really cool. So overall, I would just based on my kids several times throughout the day, it was like, Dad, when can we come back?
Oh,
Like,
really?
we are having so much fun, and it wasn't. I feel like they were genuine in it. Like they just had so much fun. And again, they're older. The park was not built with them in mind, but families of all sizes, families of all ages can enjoy this park if they will rid themselves of any preconceived notions that they might have of what they think this park was intended to be.
Yeah.
It's not intended to be a rival to Universal Orlando, Universal Hollywood. It's not intended to be a rival to the Disney parks. It's a completely different and brand new type of experience with a very centered demographic in mind.
Right.
But the whole family can enjoy it, obviously.
Yeah, that's awesome. Talk to me really quick. We got a couple minutes here, but talk to me a little bit about the food, because in my mind, that's what's lacking at Universal Orlando and Universal Hollywood. The food that we're used to at Disney, not Disney Paris, as you heard in my last episode, but the food that we're used to at a domestic Disney park is amazing, but the food that I get at Universal is just nowhere near what I'm used to. So how was the food? Would you put it on par with a Six Flags park or what?
Above.
Would you?
Like
Okay.
we have a Six Flags here in North Texas.
Right.
That I will say in terms of the number of dining options, I would put it up there with Six Flags, because Six Flags has lots of variety, lots of options throughout their parks. So I definitely would put it up there, more so than the traditional Universal parks, where they're just a little harder to find.
Right.
Sometimes each land, if you will, had some sort of dining, whether it was a window service or full on kind of indoor sit down type setup.
Right.
Each land, which I thought was so unique, is you don't always catch that detail in some of the other parks. That each of these lands have their own dining, they have their own shopping, they have their own meet and greet experiences, and so for the size and the offering, the various offerings throughout, I came away like very impressed.
Awesome. Let's talk. So travel wise, they have a hotel, but do you see this as people from Alabama will travel to Universal? Okay, so it's just
not for Universal.
Right.
I think it is a great add-on, or it can be the exclamation point to a trip to North Texas. But I don't see people from North Carolina hopping on the plane saying, "Hey, I've got to go to Universal Kids Resort."
Right.
Now, I could see them saying, "I've got to go to UKR," and like they're making, like they were coming to North Texas to visit family, or hey, we're trying to hit all 50 states, whatever. And it'd be a piece of the vacation pie, but not the whole vacation pie.
So we want to go see a Cowboys game, and then okay.
Yeah.
I guess that was my big thing. Is this a 2-day park, or is this you do it in a day?
I feel like it would be best enjoyed over a couple of days. I think you could rush through it in a day, but not have the absolute best experience if you're trying to rush through it and do everything. Universal does currently have, if you were staying at their hotel, they have a 1.5-day ticket that comes with the hotel package that I think might be that sweet spot I mean, obviously time will tell, and if they make some changes along the way as to what they feel like, that needs to look like, we'll see. But they sell single day, they sell 2-day tickets. Again, that hotel package comes with, the automatic day and a half ticket. So your arrival day, you get half a day, and then that next day, your quote unquote checkout day. That next day, you've got a full day available to you.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so there you go, Universal Kids.
Yeah,
love it. I think that that this is a great add-on to the state of Texas. That's just what we need. More things to give Texas a bigger complex about themselves. Hey, Dave, next week we're going to be here with a America extravaganza.
America.
On the pod.
Loving it, bro.
Dude, speaking of America, you need to look at the TikTok I sent you this morning about that guy from Mississippi talking about how great America is.
Okay.
But I can't wait. Next week we're going to have, I've got some good discussion points, how we can travel around America, how we can just celebrate all that is America and cap it off with Disney is America. Because
100%.
We might have to play just a little bit of Sam Eagle's speech.
Yeah.
Because America. Dave, how can people find us?
At Travelmation Dave. Would love to connect with you there, especially over on TikTok that Dave was just talking about. We have a lot of fun there together, but also separately. And then at Dave Adams Travels.
Yeah, and also on my my Instagram, I caused a little stir posting a little clip from last week's show. The Disney community, 90% of us, 90% of you agree with me. There was that 10% that wasn't quite happy with some thoughts. All right, I don't have a Walt quote because I didn't think it was very good to talk Walt with Universal. So I'll say this. Enjoy the week that is coming, the festivities that is coming. Hey, I don't like soccer, and I'm even enjoying the soccer of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because America.
I've not watched a lick of soccer, but I've engaged in the social media around it. People coming here from all over the world, whether it be Texas, it be Florida, California, wherever. People coming here, and their eyes have been opened. And that has been refreshing.
It has. All right, y'all. Stay cool. Stay dry. We'll talk to y'all next week when we talk about the amazingness that is America. Guys, we love you, but not near as much as our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ loves you. We will talk to y'all next week. Bye, y'all.
Our time together is fading fast, but the spirits never rest. If you enjoyed this ghoulish delight, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review. It helps keep the spirit energy alive. Until next time, remember, foolish mortals who listen closely just might hear whispers from beyond, haunting you until you remember to listen to our soothing voices on our next episode. Hurry back. Hurry back. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review.